Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Oh wait, might want the mic. Hello everyone and thanks so much for tuning in to my channel this week. This week I will be discussing programs for people who are interested in being in education, and not programs like TFA for people who would like to be teachers, but programs for people who would like to work in education but not in a teacher role, and programs for people who are already in education and are looking to expand their repertoire or move into a different role altogether. So before I move any further, if you have not already done so, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. And if you like this video, please be sure to click like. YouTube likes when you click like, so please be sure to do that. If you're interested in reading the blog, which also has all of the links to all of the programs I'm going to talk about today, you can check that out at my blog on xjonespennies.blogspot.com. And if you're interested in contacting me, you can via my website at xjonesconsulting.weebly.com. So, like I said, this week I am talking about programs for people who would either like to be in education and are not in education at all, so you didn't major in anything that had anything to do with education, or people who were like me who were in education but I was looking to expand my repertoire, to learn new skills, and to have opportunities to network. So if you find yourself falling in either one of those categories, please be sure to continue watching, because I am going to outline a few programs for you. Okay, program number one. Program number one is called Education Pioneers. So Education Pioneers is for people who have already completed a master's degree or have a master's degree that is in progress. So if you are in education, or if you're not in education, this program is for you, because what they do is they place you with different organizations. So it could be large districts, small districts, companies, but they place you with different organizations that need your particular skill set. So if you have an MBA, if you know how to crunch numbers, you really know how to look at data, do data analysis, statistics, they are definitely looking for people like you. However, I still want to point out, if you are in education, they're looking for people like you too. So if you have a master's degree, or you're working on a master's degree and you're interested in working in education, but you weren't quite sure how to do that, or if you're interested in working in a different aspect of education and you weren't quite sure how to do that, Education Pioneers will be a great program for you. They offer 8 weeks sessions, so that would be your summer if you were in grad school or if you were a teacher. And they also offer the career track, which is a year-long session, both of which are actually paid. So you would get paid for your summer work. You will also get paid for your year commitment with benefits and all of that good stuff. So like I said, if you're interested in Ed Pioneers, you can just check my blog. I do have a link there so you can read more information about that program and just the things that they offer. So number two is the Broad Center Residency. So this is a 2-year program. This is also another paid program, and this is for people who would like to be placed in a more managerial position within the school. So again, people who have worked, like I said, if you have a business background, or if you work with numbers, you work with research, this would be a program that would be advantageous for you to apply to. So again, this one is the Broad Center Residency. If you're interested in learning more information, be sure to check out my blog. So number 3 is the Surge Institute. The Surge Institute, this is a 1-year commitment. And this is for people who have a background in education, who have a strong passion for issues within education that's around race and class, people who are looking to empower themselves and empower others, people who are looking to hone those leadership skills. If this sounds like something that you're interested in, like I said, if you have that background in education and you really want to really dive in deeply into that work, then the Surge Institute would be something that is for you. Number four is New Leaders. So New Leaders actually has 3 tiers. It has one tier that is for people who would just like to perhaps hone their skills as teachers and maybe move into a department chair position. Then you have the next tier is for emerging leaders, people who maybe would like to be teacher leaders. And then there are also the Aspiring Leaders program that is for people who would like to be principals. So like I said, this one has a variety of options. So I definitely recommend you go to their website to just look at all the different programs to see which program would be the best one for you. But this is an organization that really focuses in on tightening leadership skills. All the things that you would have to address as a leader is something that they will cover. Okay. Number 5 is for people who are interested in opening their own school and leading their own school. These are charter networks. So if you're interested in working with a charter school, then this would be a program for you to consider. Well, these are 3 that I'm going to name, but I know that there are more than 3. These are just the 3 that I know of. So there's the Noble Fellowship, there is the Fisher Fellowship, and then there is Building Excellent Schools. Those are 3 programs for individuals who are interested in either like being founding principals, opening just brand new schools, like that's a ground up kind of situation, or just taking over a school and just being a leader. These are paid programs. So you do get paid for the work that you're doing, all the training that you're doing for usually it's within a year or 2 when you get to open your new school. But if that was something that you're interested in and you weren't quite sure where to start, those are 3. However, I do want to note that charter networks tend to have their own training programs. So if you really just look at different charter networks and you Google and see what kind of programs they have, you'll be able to find additional programs if you were interested in a specific charter network, you really wanted to lead a school within that particular network. So, recap time. This week, we just talked about programs for people who would like to be in education who don't necessarily have an ed background, or people who are in education who would like to move into different roles. So the first program that I outlined was Ed Pioneers. The second one was the Broad Center Residency. The third one is the Surge Institute. The 4th is New Leaders, and the 5th is for people who would like to open their own school. I actually named 3 programs, and they were the Noble Fellowship, the Fisher Fellowship, and Building Excellent Schools, their fellowship. If you would like to know more information about any of these programs, you absolutely positively can find links to all of these programs in my blog, so please make sure you check my blog at xjonespennies.blogspot.com. And if you're interested in contacting me, you can contact me via my website at xjonesconsulting.weebly.com. Thanks so much for tuning in this week, and I look forward to seeing you next week.